Okay, y'all, this is going to be the lesson on how to work a calorie problem. So the first thing to know when working calorie problems is how much each component is worth, how many calories each component contains. So we're going to look at the dextrose or the sugars first. So dextrose is always going to be worth 3.4 calories per gram. So we're going to know that dextrose is 3.4 calories per gram. Now we're going to look at amino acids. Amino acids are always going to be 4 calories per gram. Those are just numbers that you have to remember and memorize and keep into your brain. Now we're going to look at lipids. So lipids are a little different. Lipids only come in 20% lipids or 10% lipids. So if we have 10% lipids, those are going to be worth contain 1.1 calories. And 20% lipids are going to contain 2.0. So, in nursing, you don't really add the 0.0, but it's 2 calories. So, with keeping that in mind, we're going to start working the first problem. So, it says, our patient is receiving the following to be infused over 24 hours. How many total calories is the patient receiving? So we have D50 at 800 mils, amino acids 15%, 800 mils, and 20% lipids at 300 mils. So I'm going to start out with our sugars, and it is D50 at 800 mils. So when we look at D50, that means when we see 50%, that means there's 50 grams per 100 mils. So percent is always out of 100 no matter what. So if we see 50% of 100, that's 50. So we have, and it's always grams to mils. So we're going to have 50 grams over 100 mils. And this is our dextrose. Okay, so that's what we're going to start out with. Then it says they're getting 800 milliliters of the D50. So I'm going to set that equal to X over 800 mils. So we have 50 grams per 100 mils, but we want to know how many grams in 800 mils. So once we have it set up like this, we can cross multiply. And so we're going to cross multiply here and cross multiply here. And that gives us 100x equals, this is when you need to get your calculator out, 800 times 50 equals 40,000. And now we're going to divide to get x by itself. So x equals, and this one you just cross off 2 zeros off of the 40,000, so you get 400. So this is 400 grams of the dextrose. But we want to know how many calories. And we are going to multiply 400 times 3.4. So we're going to take this and we're going to do 400 times 3.4 because that's how many calories we have per gram. And we're going to get 400 times 3.4, 1360, and that is calories of dextrose. Okay? Now we are going to work on the amino acids. In amino acids, we have 15%, 800 mils. So it's the same thing as the sugars. It's 15 grams per 100 mils. So if it said 20, it would be 20 grams per 100 mils. So we're going to set that up, and we're going to do 15 grams per 100 mils equals, and it's 800 again, so we're going to do X over 800 mils. And we are going to cross multiply here and here. And so that gives us 100x equals, and we're going to multiply 800 times 15 on our calculator to get 12,000. Divide both sides by 100 to get x alone, and we get x equals 120. And that is grams of amino acids. So to get our calories, we take that and we do 120 times 4. Because remember, amino acids are 4 calories per gram. So we're going to get 480 calories of amino acids. And now to the lipids, we have 20% lipids in 300 mils. So remember, lipids are different, and they are 2 calories per mil for lipids. So this should say. So lipids are super simple. All we have to do for lipids is say, okay, we have 20%, so we know it's 2 calories per mil. And so we take our mils, 300, and multiply that by 2. And that gives us 600 calories of lipids. So now all we have to do is take all of our numbers and add them up because it wants to know our total calories. So we're going to take 1360 plus 480 plus 600. And we get 2,440 calories and that's their total calories. And that will be our answer. So now moving on to the next problem. It says our patient is receiving D10 at a rate of 50 mils per hour. How many calories will he receive from this infusion over 24 hours? Okay, so to work this one, it's the same idea. So we're going to have D10 and we're going to be at 50 mils an hour. So D10, we know 10% is out of 100, so 10 grams over 100 mils. So we have 10 grams over 100 mils. And it's going at 50 mils per hour. So you have 2 options here. You can multiply 50 times 24 to get your total mils for the day right now, or you can multiply it later. So if we multiply right now, 50 times 24, he's getting 1,200 mils total in 24 hours. So then we will take that number and we will do X over 1,200 mils. And that will give us our grams total for the day. So we're going to cross multiply like before and get 100x equals 12,000. Divide by 100. And we get x equals 120. And this is our grams. And we know that dextrose is always 3.4. So we're going to multiply that by 3.4. And that gives us our calories, which is 120 times 3.4 equals 408 calories for the day. And so that's over 24 hours. So the other way you can do it, if you didn't want to multiply by 24 at the beginning, it's the same process. So you would do 10 grams over 100 mils. And instead of multiplying, you will just keep the 50. 100x equals 500 after multiplying. Divide by 100, and you get x equals 5. And so this is our grams for the hour. That's grams per hour. So now you can multiply that by 3.4, and we get 5 times 3.4 equals 17 cals per hour. Then we can multiply that by 24, and we get 408 cals for the 24 hours. So it's whichever process works better for you in your head. Some people, if they don't multiply by 24 right away, they'll forget to do it at the end. So it's totally up to you. And that is pretty much it for calories. The main thing to remember is that these numbers up at the top never change. So for dextrose, you will always have 3.4 calories per gram. For amino acids, it will always be 4 calories per gram. And for lipids, 10% lipids will always be 1.1 calories per mil, and 20% will always be 2 calories per mil. That's all there is to calorie problems, is just remembering those and then seeing what your problem is asking you.